So today in So's Food Corner menu, I have this awesome blasting veg cheese crust pizza, and the main factor here is that I have prepared it without oven, without yeast, and yet it was so tempting, lovely. I just love the amalgamation of flavors. Stay tuned for this recipe. Hey guys, I am Subankari and I welcome you all to my channel So's Food Corner. I hope you all are doing great in your lives, and if you are new to my page, to subscribe to my page and do not forget to tap the bell button. And thank you all for loving my channel so much and liking my videos so much. Let's begin with this awesome recipe. So for this pizza, I have taken here all-purpose flour Maida around 1.5 cups, and as because we are making it without yeast, so I have some rising agent here, baking powder half a teaspoon, baking soda I have half a teaspoon, and sugar I have taken 1 teaspoon, some salt around half teaspoon, and I'll give it a mix all these ingredients, the dry ingredients first, and then goes half a cup of curd. If the curd is a little bit sour, then it's perfectly fine. Oil goes here around 1 teaspoon. And now I'll just give them a mix all these ingredients. So basically, as because we are making this pizza without yeast, so this dough should be perfect so that the pizza rises. Once I have mixed all the ingredients, I'll add water, very little, around 1 to 2 tablespoons, just to knead this dough. And my dough is just perfect. It's actually very smooth, you can see. It's bouncy because we have this curd and this baking powder and everything. And now I'll add half a teaspoon of oil once I have kneaded this dough and just give us a final twist. And this is my dough. I'll just show you, and you can see there are already some pores in my dough. And once I'll give it rest around 30 minutes, I'll keep it rest, and this dough will have a very nice texture and consistency. Just fold it in this way, and then I'll apply some oil on the side of this ball, and then I'll cover it with a cling film and keep it in rest for around 30 minutes in a warm place. This will help the dough to rise uniformly, and that is what required for this recipe because we are not using any rising agent, especially the yeast and all. So after 30 minutes my dough is looking somewhat like this. So there is obviously a difference between dough risen by yeast and normal ingredients. So this is the difference, yet my pizza will turn out awesome. And you can see this dough has become super bouncy and it's quite soft here, and this is what I was looking for, a perfect dough for a pizza without yeast. So now I'll just divide this dough into 3 parts. Actually my baking tray is quite small. I am making it in a pan deep pot, so I'll just divide it into 3 parts and use the first part to make the upper crust of this crust pizza. And here I have taken a maize flour around 1 to 2 tablespoons, just dust it, and the first part goes here. Actually I had removed a little bit amount from this first part because my plate was bit small, so I thought it would be little more thick. So if your plate is little bit big, you can always use the whole first part. This is my plate, so it was a bit small as I said, so I had just removed little part of this dough. So now I'll roll it out uniformly in this way. It's a medium sized roti or whatever base you can call. I'll just prick it using a fork so that when it cooks it does not puff off. And now I'll cook it in a medium hot pan for just 1 to 2 minutes on both sides. And you can see slight bubbles on the top of this base, and now I'll just flip it. This is what we need. So here I'll flip it using a flat spatula, and this actually acts as a ready-made base that we normally get in market. So it's quite easy to make, and after 1 minute or 2 minutes I'll again flip it over and see light golden spots, and these are perfect. And I'll just take them off from flame, switch off the flame and let it cool. Meanwhile I'll place a deep pan in which actually I'll bake my pizza. And here I have a stand. You can also keep a ring mold, anything you want. Cover it and leave it to preheat in high flame for around 7 to 8 minutes. And again I'll sprinkle some dry maize flour. Actually the remaining 2 parts, they were meant to be combined and made the outer crust, but I felt it was too big because my plate was small, so I have actually divided it. So I'll make a medium size pizza and one small mini pizza can be made from my dough. But if you have a larger plate in which you can bake the pizza, you can always combine this both parts and make one part. So here goes the bigger one, and again I'll sprinkle some dry maize flour on top of it. This actually gets the nice crunch of this pizza is from because of this flour. and now I'll again roll it, but make sure the size should be in accordance to your plate or in the base in which you are going to bake this pizza. So this is it, mine is perfect, and actually this would be a half an inch larger than the size of your plate. I'll just show you. And here I have rolled it uniformly. The thickness is medium, neither too thick neither too thin, and you can see my plate is just perfect. It's actually little bit bigger than my plate. It would be easier to roll it, and I'll apply some oil in this plate, sprinkle some maize flour. You can also sprinkle some all-purpose flour, and then I'll prick it in this way, and then I'll roll it. Actually this process makes the rolling process and also shifting process quite easier. Just start rolling from one end and very smoothly roll it over, and then as because we have prepared the plate earlier, I can place this immediately in this plate. So the sequence in which I have actually shown you, this makes the work more easier. And after placing on the top of the plate, just adjust the side in this way. It should be uniformly spread across the circumference of this plate in this way. So just I'll just drag it to the sides, and this is just perfect. And to make our cheese burst pizza cheesy, I have used a cheese spread around 3 tablespoons. You can use cheese spread, you can make a beautiful cheese sauce, anything you want, but I had used this cheese spread and it worked quite well. I'll spread it uniformly using a spoon, and apart from that I have used a processed cheese slice. If you do not have access to cheese spread, you can only use processed cheese slice, and the amount actually depends upon your taste. So I have added some extra cheese slice for the taste. The 3 cheese slice I have added, processed cheese slice, and then on the top of it I'll add the first baked tortilla that we had made, and this goes on top of it, and I'll apply some water on this side so that this can be easily stick to the tortilla that we have placed in between. And see, in this way I'll actually place it in the middle, and for that reason I had actually suggested it should be a little bit larger than the plate so that we can actually swirl it and place it or stick them together in this way. It will easily stick together because we have applied water, but make sure you actually press the edges so that it sticks nicely. And we have loads of cheese inside this base, so make sure you do it carefully. So this is how I am doing, and make sure you just press it slightly, don't over press it. So this is it. Now it's ready to place the toppings and the pizza sauce. So I have used here around 2 tablespoons of pizza sauce. Again, it depends upon the size of your plate, you can adjust it. So lovely spicy pizza sauce goes on top of it, and I'll add some more cheese, pizza cheese of course, and if you don't have pizza cheese, you can only use mozzarella cheese, some veggies, bell peppers, onions, corn, olives, all depends upon your choice. So first I have placed the green bell peppers, and then goes some onions, and after onions I have added some corns. I just love the color of corns in my pizza, so this goes corns, and some red bell peppers I had, that goes on top of it, and not to forget my favorite olives. You can add any veggies as for your choice, and my pizza is looking just awesome. And there goes some seasoning, 1 teaspoon of seasoning goes in, some extra cheese on top of it, and do not forget to apply some butter, oil, or only milk on the sides of this pizza to get the beautiful golden color. This is it. And meanwhile, my vessel in the deep pan or anything in kadhai you can also bake, that has been heating nicely for 10 minutes. So carefully I'll remove the cover and add this base, and now I'll close the lid, and in high flame I'll bake it for good 20 minutes till I see the pizza cheese is nicely bubbling and the sides should be perfectly crunchy with beautiful golden color, perfect as industry standards. And now half teaspoon of chili flakes goes on top of it. This really adds to the spicy level. And now after giving resting time for 1 to 2 minutes, I'll just cut it down. This pizza has loads of cheeses, and it was actually bubbling in my pan, and you can see perfect cheese pressed pizza. And let's see if my cheese is bursting or not, and yes, it's actually dripping here. You can see perfectly done wet cheese pressed pizza. How beautiful the cheese is dropping, and this is one of my favorite part. And this pizza slice, you can see how perfectly it has been baked. No oven, no yeast, yet the result is so awesome. And as I said, this pizza is loved by one and all. Once you give it a try, you will love the recipe. And now it's time for comment of the day. Today's comment of the day is from Swam Prava Goda. She writes, "Hello ma'am, I am Priyanka. Awesome tricks you have shared ma'am. I think from today onwards the making of stuffed paratha won't be very messy for me especially. Lots of love for your channel." Thank you so much Priyanka. She is actually commenting on the recipe of my chana dal or Bengal gram stuffed paratha. It's an awesome vegan dish. You can try it out guys. Thank you for all your love and support for my channel. Stay tuned and I'll be uploading such beautiful recipes. And for today's recipe, this is one of my favorite. Once you try this out in the home, you will love this version of yours. You will be in love with the dripping and melting cheese. That surely is a promise. And if you have liked the video, do not forget to subscribe to my page and do not forget to share with your family and friends. See you in next video. Till then, stay safe, love life and happy fooding.